Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here's Gobert, the Thunder making the shot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thank you.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
McDaniels against Holmgren. Edwards inside. Some solid defense there from SGA. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. He's checked in for the Thunder. What a stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, you better stop Gobert before he gets to the rim. That's a runaway train.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Oklahoma City. Edwards can't hit.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Oh, here's Edwards. Still without a basket. Over in the corner, Randall. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Here's SGA. Minnesota with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Randall kicks to Edwards. McDaniels outside. Gobert with a screen for McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 10-2 run here. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No coverage that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far. Timberwolves trail by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. With 4 seconds on the clock, that one doesn't go.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 9. From Target Center, back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dillingham is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's Mitchell. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Clark, the pass to Reed, and so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 5th in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. Mitchell kicks to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Sinks the three-pointer. Wallace has got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Williams is checked in. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. In stand the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Holmgren dishes to Williams. Back to Holmgren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holmgren's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dort against Edwards. Six to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Thunder leading by 16. Mitchell kicks to Wiggins. Holmgren the pass to Wiggins. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
1:58 left to play here in the half. A special move before the shot. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
Undersized, but never out physical. Randall battling for the bucket.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Kenrich Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams passes to SGA. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Spurs. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to DiVincenzo. Out to Edwards. Outside, Reed. McDaniels sets a screen for Reed. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, that's what Gobert is out there to do, using his size to win second chances at the hoop.
Here's SGA.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota. SGA feeling it out a bit. Off with the layup. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Thunder. They're up by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. Got a question here from Jose and One Hero. Who's the #1 overall pick in the studio show draft?
It's Ernie Bartholomew Johnson. That's the franchise broadcaster right there.
Yeah, I agree. You just put some talent around Ernie and then come back later and you got a championship squad.
Well, look, guys, it takes a team effort, but thank you. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward.
Nice job by Williams, carving out some space on that one.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back over to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here's DiVincenzo after Oklahoma City gets the 3. No one near Randall as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 13. Gilgeous-Alexander on the bounce. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And one of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Back to Edwards. Off target from outside.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Williams outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's McDaniels. Still yet to score. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
SGA against DiVincenzo. SGA kicks to Dort. Williams with a clean look, and the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Randle outside. That one, no good. Good D by Holmgren. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Hartenstein. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 15. Pass to Edwards. The three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They led by as many as 18 points.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, this is how difficult it is to stop Randle. When he's committed to scoring, sometimes you just have to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
A focal part of this offense. In addition to his scoring ability, Randle is also a terrific passer at his position.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Both free throws good from Randle.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Wallace outside. On the wing, Williams. Holmgren outside. Three-pointer drills the three-pointer. Holmgren's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Minnesota making some changes. Miller comes in for Randle. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. Then for the Thunder, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Hartenstein. And Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Jalen Williams. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Conley. Hasn't made one yet. Shots good by Miller.
Well, Conley is a consummate team player. He loves to get other guys good shots.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Dillingham with it. Wallace on him. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his first 2 points. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They led by as many as 18 points. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holmgren wide open. Offline with his three.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. And he's good on the three ball. Conley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Conley out there with Dillingham. And it's Shannon in at the three. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now Williams, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Wiggins sets a screen for Williams. To the inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Dillingham. And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Spurs, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Oh, here's Edwards. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mitchell outside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. And here's Edwards. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Outside, Dort. On the wing, Mitchell. Unloads. Hands the shot with nobody near him. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Then for the Thunder, Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Mitchell. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. They told the team to dig deep, play with passion, finish this game out right. We'll see if they do, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
First team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's McDaniel. 5 on the clock. Now Gobert. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
The basket is good.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Edwards against Dort. Randall outside. From deep. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. From 11, Edwards with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And the layup is off. Oklahoma City leading by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Thunder.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.